I mean, it is a little bit piece of history, right? Because he shows here that there's no still lights at the stadium. Definitely in a train, because these things don't come up very often. Look at this thing. You were not kidding. This is in very nice condition. Really nice condition. Amazing. Hey guys, Peter over here.
She knows that noise.
Yeah, she knows that noise. Peter and Honey the cat. Oh, your favorite. Girl, your favorite. Temptations. My gosh. Can I get here quick enough? Watch out, there's a knife. Hold on, easy. Okay. And look at that. And we got catnip for you. Smart cat. Look at that. Who is this from? There's no note. Well, whoever is so generous for Honey, we really appreciate you. And thank you so much. Let's get into today's video. There you go. Right there. What's the conclusion, Ryan?
Basically, I think for identification purposes, so Google Lens pulled that up. That's like the same type of album. And when you go through, because on, I think the back page of this bottom one, there was, you know, the writing back here, which I was trying to see what it said. But you can kind of see it says like A, B, C, D or whatever.
Oh, so maybe they put like
names.
photos in the middle and then you... It's like
So
a lineup thing.
This one's similar step A, B, C, D or whatever. And then it has photos. So I believe like on the reverse side they would have had the photos.
This is pretty cool. I wonder how old these are. Because ledgers like this, they haven't done in a long time. Look how heavy duty this is.
Look at all these biker guys.
And these are numbered, so I wonder if this was like different districts. 139, 140, look, 646.
Yeah, somebody told me that it wasn't like a department number because they didn't go that high, so that just might be a photo album number.
So what do you think these are worth? Did we even find anything online?
There was no comps on eBay.
Really?
My initial guess was maybe, you know, $30 a piece it might be worth.
Really?
It was shot in the dark.
Yeah. Well, they've been used for sure. Look at that. That's probably from being stored like this, you know?
Yeah.
Interesting. Never seen anything like this before. Chicago police.
Even here, it's so dirty from people grabbing them.
Yeah. Very cool. Hey, how are you?
Hey,
What's going on? So what's the story with this photo? Okay, 1987. No, 12 out of 87.
Yeah, it's the story is actually on the back. There's a newspaper article. The photographer, this was obviously before Wrigley had lights, so he took a photo of a game during the daytime and then superimposed it with a picture at night to create kind of the illusion that fans were lighting the field with their cell phones.
And what year is actually the picture taken? Do we know, or?
I think I remember it being maybe.
I mean, the lights has been there for a while.
Yeah,
so
it was like a year or two before they actually put the lights on. I think I don't remember for sure. So you know, you could tell like the players are in daytime because that's the picture that he took during daytime, and then he just kind of.
And so, and all these flashing into the field.
I think that's him probably.
Are trick shots that that he created.
Right.
Interesting. I have no idea what this is worth. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
what are you thinking? What do you want to get out of it?
Yeah, and I saw some sold, just a few, like maybe 2 sold for around 80 or 90 on eBay, and they were just the print.
Okay.
Not framed. So, you know, I would start by saying, you know, if you'd be interested for 40. 30 or 40.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit piece of history, right? Because he shows here that there's no still lights at the stadium. He makes this unique, very unique approach to it, how he did it. Numbered, only 87 of them out there. Although later on, I'm assuming people could possibly make like copies of this and make posters and things, but
Yeah. That was the impression I got online. That there
I think it's very cool for somebody to have this in a man cave just to hang it up if he's into Cubs or any just baseball stuff. So I'll do 40.
Okay. Hey,
You have a deal.
Thanks so
I'm
much.
easy on that one, you know what I mean?
Great,
It's just a cool different thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. Kevin will write you up. I will
Okay.
need a little
Yes,
ID so
you
we
bet.
can get your info. Hello, how are you?
Good. We love watching you on YouTube.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter. I can't believe this is still working. Come on, I'll get you. I'll get you. Oh. Ah. 470. That's it. Man. One more time.
What did Carlos get?
1940.
1940. He was really cranking over here. So these, they never work. They're always either broken. Oh, I shot the big one. Did you see that? Like the yellow one that popped up on top. Oh, I got the yellow one already. That's like 800 points, 880. They got me. Oh, they got me twice. 3 times. What am I doing? Oh my god. This is such a cool game. So these don't come up on the market hardly ever in this kind of condition that everything works, all the stickers are on it. This is a beautiful piece. Not like super crazy money, but it's a solid $100 bill, you know? So very cool piece. We sold a couple of these before in much rougher condition, so this should go on my shelf in my this is the game that I played when I was growing up, you know?
Spent a lot of quarters in arcade.
A lot of quarters in the arcade, correct. Yeah, love this game. All right, so I did a little bit of research on this knife, and what I was able to find, there's nothing listed right now on eBay or nothing sold, but here's the same mechanism.
Oh, yeah,
Look
right.
at how the rivets are, and that one is different too. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
one to the side.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously this is different color, but the mechanism is the same, and it's got the same way that the helix is spelled out, or elex, or however you want to say. This one, in this blog, this person is saying that these were made in Japan in 1950s. And they were imported to US.
You know what? That very well can be, because when my uncle was in Korea, he went to Japan.
There you go.
They-
That's where he probably
that's where he
picked it
got
up.
it. Yep.
That's where he probably picked it up, you
Yeah.
know. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of information. I'm finding few different styles like this one. Same mechanism but different handle. Let's blow this up. See, same mechanism, same blade, but a different handle.
Sure.
No price on this one. This was offered on auction and never sold. Here's another one. Oh, look, that one is almost like yours. The same handle, I think. Let me blow this up. Except that that one has actual name on the handle, but it's exactly the same blade. The way this
Sure.
is spelled, this release is identical. Even that rivet is also different color. Same thing, they're saying 1950s, imported from Japan. Switchblade knife, lock swing guard. They were asking, look, $225 for it. It doesn't say if it's sold or not, so it's up there. So it's obviously it's not very common knife, you know. Man, it's so hard to put a price on it when you don't see a lot of examples of what they bring.
Definitely not for the fishing box.
No,
No.
but it looks like it's been laying in a fishing
No,
box.
it could be. It could be.
I am interested in everything here. Definitely in a train, because these things don't come up very often. and they older.
Right.
That's the key. Let's put it in here.
Like I said, there's a little advertisement underneath it there.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It must have came with it.
Oh, it shows you can get different accessories. See it? Like a tower, light tower. You can get crossing signs, crossing signals. That is very cool. I wish they put a date on this somewhere so we can kind of pinpoint it. But you're probably right. This is, I'm thinking this is probably late to early 40s, mid 30s, late 30s, mid 40s.
Yeah, not mid, it'd have to be 30s because he's already, you know, a teenager. You don't get a teenager this. You give a kid.
No, you give this to a
Yes.
7-year-old kid.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So yeah, this is very cool. Here, let me put these back. What are you thinking? What would you like to get out of this stuff?
Now shoot me a price. I've watched enough videos not to even go there. Just give me a fair shot.
So what boggles me here a little bit, I know what I can offer you for this. This it's kind of question mark because I have no examples to see what people are actually willing. There's one that we found now that it's almost identical and they were asking $225 on auction and it doesn't tell me if it's sold or not. So once
Gamble
again,
a
you
little.
can ask anything
Gamble
you
a
want,
little.
but I think I would like to gamble a little bit. Do you want me to make you an offer on these two? So everything? 150 bucks. Without this knife, for this that we got here, I would offer only like 75 bucks.
Go for it.
This knife, I'm taking a kind of gamble.
150 is good.
You think, you feel comfortable with that?
I mean, it's
Okay.
This is sitting in a drawer.
Yeah.
This is in a drawer. That's in the closet.
So like the harmonicas, I'll probably get like 20 bucks a pop.
Yeah.
This whales, maybe 20. Maps could be all over the place. It's all conditioned. I know I got a little bit of money here. I have no idea what this is gonna bring.
This
I
is
really
cool.
don't.
This is cool.
It is cool. It's old. How much it's worth, I don't know. And this is a total gamble.
Right.
So, all right, my friend. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. I love it. I like different stuff like this. So I will need your ID so I can write it up. So I want to do an auction on Craigslist Hunter for these Iron Maiden CDs that I just picked up. Nice little collection here in amazing condition. I don't think some of these were even played. Only this one shows tiny bit of wear on the actual CD. Everything else on these is just mint. So I think I'm gonna put these on auction. So if you're watching this, the auction is happening. Now if you're watching this video and if, you know, further date, 3 months from now or a year from now, most likely they're not gonna be available. I usually do auctions now on CraigslistHunter.net only for 3 days. And we're gonna start a whole auction for all 6 of these fantastic mid-90s to late 90s CDs from Iron Maiden for the whole $1. So anybody had a chance to grab them. Love the graphics on these, just amazing.
What do you want to do with this creepy old antique rabbit?
I don't know, I was trying to do a little bit of research, so this came part of the whole deal that I bought. And he says, just,
Yeah.
I don't want to take it home.
Well, I
make
feel
a deal.
like its eye is looking at me right now.
Very creepy eyes. I don't know
It's
what's
got all
going
this
on.
red stuff. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with this. It's dirty. It's not smelly, but it's,
Yeah.
I think it's 1930s, 40s maybe.
Yeah.
I have no
But
idea
I
what
mean,
this
almost
is
looks
worth.
like soot, like it was like
Yeah.
came from a fire or something, like burned down the house.
Discoloration.
and,
Look
yeah.
at the feet. This is like peeling, but not like this is still intact. But look at all this. It's like peeled off. Like he stepped into the fire.
I feel like this is like 1940s.
Well, that's
I
what
don't
he said. That's what he thinks, that it's 1930s, 40s, because he says, I remember playing with this when I was a little kid at my aunt's house.
Yeah.
And he was in his 70s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, this kind of makes sense. I don't know. I have no idea. Guys, people's
Your
opinion.
kids are gonna love this.
Easter is coming. Perfect.
Yeah.
Guys, drop a comment below. What do you think something like this is worth? I did a little bit of research. I couldn't find anything that it's in that size with those creepy eyes. It's just weird looking. I found few that were selling like for $34, $50. There was one tiny little bunny from 1930s that sold for $130, but
I
pristine.
feel like I've seen this rabbit in a movie or a show like a long time ago, like something just like this, but
Well, no Bugs Bunny over here.
yeah.
Drop a comment below. I would love to hear from any of you that are into this kind of stuff, experts on plush, vintage plush. Maybe I got something here.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just, I don't know,
A
scary
kid's
rabbit.
toy.
Hey guys, it's Otto here. Can I get a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm? It will really help us out. Honey already claimed your box.
Yeah, it's funny because I have a.
She's
these
a
are mine
master.
too.
Oh.
I started a cat Instagram like 2 weeks ago, and I got 700 people that are like, which is not that many, but still, it's
That's
like
so cool.
really.
We'll take
I mean,
photos of her sitting on your
I
box.
should put on my more popular
Yeah.
one with cats that I have my own being.
All right, so these slide out,
Does that
right,
sign it?
to open. Look at this thing. You were not kidding. This is in very nice condition, really nice condition. All right, so that flips over. So the cone goes on top here, right?
It's there's this. It goes in.
Yeah, to the holder.
I just meant like the denomination.
Like
yeah,
this.
I just gotta give my dad 30 seconds.
And then the cone goes, and this holds the cone up.
Right, thank you
Okay,
so much.
so can we actually try to set it up?
Please do. Yeah,
I
please
would
do.
love to see this in operation. So, well, I'm sure you know more about it. So that hangs on this, correct?
Yes, and then this goes over here because that's what puts the sound of the speaker.
You can hear it already just by touching it. But
It's pretty cool.
did you set it up before?
My wife did.
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
bring her here.
I'm looking how it's set up here. It definitely goes because it has to hang here on this side. If that swings around, that's gonna hang like this.
Okay.
But why is this in a way?
I don't know.
What am I doing wrong? Is that drops inside?
There you go. There you go. Now you got
And
it.
there we go.
Now
And
you
now
got
that screws in. Those little notches
There you
went
go.
in there.
So it's kind of keyed.
All right, and now we can hang it up.
Correct. I should go get the box of cones.
Yeah,
so you
let's
can-
maybe do that.
Yep, let me go get that.
I don't know how deep you go with
don't
this.
either.
Just right to the edge as they go, and then nothing is touching there at the moment.
Right. And I'm not sure, this is keeping it from going all the way down, so I'm not sure if this gets backed out to allow it to touch, and then it plays it
the one that sent the messages.
once you crank it and then it spins.
Chainsaw?
Yeah.
I think you are right, and this is probably a release for it. Crank it up a little bit.
It brings up here, you can try it out front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna release it. Yeah, it starts moving. Okay, so I'm gonna
By the
put
way, I
that.
like your cut. It's so cute.
Thanks.
Let's see some magic. This is so freaking cool. I don't think I'm gonna get copyrighted for that. Amazing. I might have to keep this.
It's
Very
true
cool.
bind, yeah. It's,
Not only that it's in fantastic overall like cosmetic condition, but it's fully functional. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's about as good as it got back then, you know?
You had something like this before?
Yeah.
Excuse me? You have to.
The one that we had, it was
Yeah.
much
You
bigger.
wanted to
It was
try
on a
it
full
outside.
cabinet.
Yeah.
Wasn't as nice. It was still functional, but Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I'll give you $20.
sure.
Um,
That was to play the first reel, right?
what are you thinking? What would you need to get out of this?
You know what? I've done research and it's all over the place with regards to what people are asking, what
Yeah.
people are getting. So I know that in watching your videos, you'll often try and kind of get a feel for what, what
Yeah.
they're selling for.
So let me do this.
Yeah.
I'll punch in this exact model, try to do a little bit of research
Sure.
and see what I can come up with, and I'll shoot you a number and we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah.
And
because-
then I know you got also the rolls.
Yes.
That plays a big part as well.
Yeah. And I don't know the lyrics to any of these songs, I guarantee you.
And how many of these are here?
I
Like
believe 22.
22.
I
Okay.
believe, yeah.
All right, very cool.
Yeah, so you've got, you got the full setup.
Yeah.
Right, it's just super fragile.
No, I love it. I love it. Like, yeah. Was it James or?
Me?
Yeah.
Ray.
Ray, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm
that's
sorry.
okay.
I don't know why.
All
I
right.
thought
And you were
James.
Mark. No, just kidding. It's a lot easier for me to know who you are than you know who I am, right?
So Ray, I
Yes.
was look.
Yes.
This is what I'm finding far as like all the solds that I'm seeing so far, all over the place.
Yeah.
And some of them might be working, some of them are not. I'm assuming like something for this for $150 with no cone, probably not working.
Right.
This is the Model A that you have.
Okay.
Now look at this one.
Exactly.
Nice case, right? It's
Yep.
got everything like it's supposed to. $719. That's the Model A that you have.
Okay.
Somebody sold here just a mechanism for parts.
Right.
Here's another unit with no cone, $300.
Right.
Just the box.
Wow.
Here's one for $241, Model A.
I don't know if that. No, they don't even show it.
They
Looks
don't
like on the
even show
inside.
it. But then we get into some different models too. But I just want to show you the range. Like this
yeah.
this is Model D. So looks like a little bit different case. This one they were asking $995. They took a best offer. Here's Model B, $550 on auction, 36 bids. Model, this doesn't even say what model. $300. So it is kind of a little bit all over the place.
That's right. Yeah.
This is Model F, a little bit bigger cone. I see here, this one $1,100.
Yep.
So the ones that we actually kind of can compare is really this model here that looks like they have everything. Model A that sold for $719.
Right.
What do you?
That's their closest.
Yeah, I mean, what are you thinking? I know you got 20 rolls there too, so that helps the value too. Do you have a number in your head?
I don't. I just, I understand that, you have to, you have to make your, profit off of it and pay your bills and stuff like that. So it has to be, a price that's going to be fair on both sides. You know what I mean?
So I'm thinking based on that one that actually is the closest one for $700. But you do have quite a few of these rolls. That probably adds additional, couple $100 to it. I think I would be a player on this since it's fully functional at like $500.
Yeah, like
I think
$500.
that's a fair offer based on what I'm seeing,
Well, yeah, because of the fact that you don't know that that's what he's going to get. He's still selling it.
No, that's sold.
Oh, is it sold?
What I'm looking at this is already
it is sold.
sold. Yeah,
Okay, so
anything
it did.
in green
Okay,
shows me
so it
it's
did. So
sold. That's sold on
720.
February
Right.
29th.
And that's without it. So like you said, you'll be able to go up a little higher on that and put a little more meat on the bone for you. Yeah.
So I think that's a fair offer. I don't know if you want to ask your wife,
Yeah, let me just text her really quick.
And this stuff, is this anything to go with it? Like this
I-
is loose paperwork?
Yeah, it was all with it. Yeah, it was
Okay.
just all with it, and it was literally like all this stuff was in a box, just like you see it.
So this looks to me like somebody copied a bunch of pages from some kind of book, but still.
Yeah, well, it was just probably just information about either that one or that air of phonographs, Okay. Thumbs up on that, Chief.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up. on it.
Okay.
Let's
All right,
do it.
let's make
do
a
it.
deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I know you're excited about it.
I'm
too.
excited because I'm gonna take this home. It's gonna stay in my home for a little bit till I get bored with it. It's gonna be a conversation piece, and then
you
of
go.
course I'm gonna sell it. Because if I keep doing this, bringing home stuff, my wife eventually is gonna say, "Shh."
No, I get it, but this is like something you just don't see.
All right. Well, perfect. I do need your ID. I'll write you up. I'm very happy that that you
glad you
agreed to it, and I think I gave you a fair offer.
No, you're good people. I've watched you. I trust you.
Guys, so as you see me in a video earlier when I was buying this, super excited about things like this. This is the only second one I ever had in the shop here, and the one that I had before was a lot bigger. We also had a lot of rolls to come with it, but this one is in mint condition. You know, stuff that Thomas Edison made back in the day, they were revolutionary. You know, I mean, this was, everybody wanted to have this in their house. This was just like mind-blowing, you know, in the turn of a century. So this has a lot of different patent dates on it, from late 1800s to early 1900s, but I believe this particular model, which is Model A, I think it dates back to like 1906, 1907, when this particular model came out. Now, I think this is not the original horn for this. I think normally it came with very simple, made kind of out of, I think, copper or brass horn. This was an upgrade. There was a whole industry around this when they started making these. Just in horns, you could get really fancy ones, big ones. That's why you have this support here that you can attach a lot of different sizes. So this is kind of in a medium size horn here, but I seen them as twice as big as this, and they would amplify a lot more music. Now, this piece right here that the horn attaches to, it's called reproducer. And let me lift this up. And that's what makes the sound happen, right? The needle is right underneath. That's what touches the actual tubes, and these are made out of these weird plastic. I'm not sure if this is bakelite, but it feels to me like it is. Now, they also made these out of wax. You could make your own recordings. You would change the reproducer to a recording piece, you would put the wax on, and you would actually speak to the horn, and it would record your voice, and then you can play it right back. Very, very, like, revolutionary back in the day. But look at this one. I found one that it's actually in this, what do we say, like lollipop, right, color. Everybody started singing lollipop, lollipop. So we're gonna put this one on. We're gonna try this one. They are designed to go only certain way, so I think it goes like this. This is a lot more thicker at this end than it is on this side, and that's done on purpose so they lock in place when you put them on. This is super fragile. Look what happened. Here's one that I took out and I barely had it in my hand, and I'm like, oh, there's a hair crack in there. Look at this. That's how fragile they are, and they, you know, can fall apart really, really quickly. So let's try this one. Unfortunately, it does not say on it who's playing, who's the artist. It's just numbered 4550. This is so cool, you know? I mean, this is what everybody wanted at their house when this came out. Like, all of a sudden, you know, we have music that we can play, you know?
It's just crazy how the way music is, you know, like CD players and record players, you know, nowadays.
Yeah.
But also, it started off so innocent music.
Yeah.
But then obviously this evolved because of the telephone. The reproducer that it's in here, it's the same way that was done in the phones when you would send an electrical signal and the waves would vibrate the reproducer, you would hear people talking. It's the same concept, you know, so.
Is it Thomas Edison who,
Right.
Yeah.
Thomas Edison is the inventor. Amazing stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this little piece of history. I love it. This is, I'm gonna tell you, Ryan, this is in amazing condition. You know what this is made out of, right? This
Probably
is
the Bakelite.
That's the Bakelite, for sure.
Yeah, it's not worth much though. I only bought this to try these. I was curious
I know.
what was on them.
Collard. Editor, viewer, and we have a phone call. No, this is very, very cool. And everything still works. The only problem that we have with these, some of them are so crunched up and so baked on that it's almost impossible to unroll them.
I did have to chop off the first couple feet of a couple of them because they were like, I don't know,
Yeah.
curled over.
But I wish you guys could be here and smell what we are smelling, because it's like you would
It almost smells like vinegar.
you would jump into a pool full of vinegar. I swear to God, like my foot back in the day. Which film we gonna run?
Well, right now, just put in Here Comes the Circus.
Here comes the circus.
Because I kind of pre-screened a couple of these to see, you know.
Because
what was
remember
on.
the one on the last episode that we got all excited about Pearl Harbor?
That's here.
What is it?
It's
Like a documentary?
more almost
you
like
said?
documentary.
Okay, so it's not like something that it was filmed doing
Yeah.
the actual, you know,
That's
event.
what I got excited. Actually, no, Pearl Harbor's in here. This is news, and I want to say it's like footage of like sinking U-boats and things like that.
Oh, really? But also like a
But
documentary.
this is still, yeah. But this
Okay.
is still pretty cool in itself.
So the
too.
one that you got in here loaded now, this is the one, Here Comes the Circus. So let's shut the lights off so we can actually see what's happening on this little screen. Carlos is
Yeah.
gonna zoom in on this, and we see if we can show you guys at least
It'll
tiny
be
bit.
it'll be a little bit hard to regulate the speaks. This is all hand cranked, but
Right. Well, I'm gonna go. You come over here. I'll turn everything off.
ready.
Oh man, that's so cool. That's probably a good speed.
These old vintage clowns.
Look at that. Oh, that's a creepy looking clown.
That's like that traveling clown there, like that
Look,
look.
look at them. It's funny the noise that this thing makes as you crank it. This is so cool. So I wonder what year this is. This is probably...
Judging by everything else, it seems like this would be around the 40s. 'Cause there's a lot
yeah.
of like 40 something, you know.
There might be a date on the back of that box and that manual too. That is so cool.
But in the beginning of this film, there was a lady that swallowed like a sword and huge snake around her neck. And
Look at them running. Are you getting like a decent footage? Yeah. Cool. But the smell is just, as you're cranking.
you gotta love the smell of vinegar.
Oh man, I'm ready
Gotta be
to
a-
puke actually.
Because I think the footage on that one seemed pretty clear, pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we can try another one. You guys want to see another one?
You're not going to get a response for a while.
Oh
out of that.
shit, I forgot. That doesn't work
Yeah,
that
it's
way.
not live.
So we got another film in, and it says News Parade of the year 1943. U-boats, look at that. Captured German films, wow. I'm trying to like maintain a speed of this so it's not going too fast for you guys, but look at that. I hope this camera picks this up good, because this is very cool. Wow. Amazing. Well, unbelievable history here. Absolutely fascinating. Look at this. Real footage. This is crazy. Oh, look at all these soldiers. Yeah. and I figure out how to put the tape on the other side into those little teeth, because as you're cranking, it's not only pulling here, but it also that roll with those teeth is moving.
Yeah.
So it's putting attention on the other side. You know?
I think pretty much they're all 40s and 50s.
Yeah, 40s and 50s for the film, but the actual litter editor, viewer, projector, whatever you want to call it, copyright on this catalog from it is 1960. And the box is, like we said, in pristine condition. I like this a lot. It's like,
disappointing that it wasn't like amateur footage.
right,
Yeah.
right. Like that actual something that it's, you know, shot when it happened. You know, this is kind of
Yeah.
documentary stuff. But still, from that era to survive that long, the question is, how do you put a price on it? Like this, you can easily figure out, and this is not a big money, right?
No.
But the films by themselves, I mean, I know people like to collect stuff like this, and we got the reels, the cans, everything is here. It's just, what do we put on it? So Nick is gonna have to do a little bit of research on this. So,
Yeah.
because I think it's gotta go online. You know what I mean? Or maybe we should try it here as a combo. Could be
Maybe.
interesting, you know. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It wasn't maybe too boring for you. We figured it would be fun, you know, to show it off. So, very cool piece. All right, guys, postcard time. 681, 682, 683, 684, 685, 686, 687, 688, 689, and 690. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.